Om Shanti, everyone. Welcome to your next normal. I'm your host, Sister Jenna. Happy whatever day it is for you. Sending really thoughts and loving vibrations for happiness, one of the greatest nourishment for the soul. We have a little pup that we share with everyone, a service animal called Happy. Happi. And whenever we travel, she stays at different folks' house. So when we're here, sometimes different folks will rent Happy. And whenever Happy comes back to the ashram, she has a different environment around her. It's like she picks up the environment of where she stayed. We came back in yesterday from New York, and she's like all happy and intoxicated and excited. And I guess most of us here at the ashram are kind of boring and still. But I wanted to talk today about the compassion for our environment. And what is it like really to have a compassionate environment? For the week, we've been looking at this virtue and power of compassion and how much we, you and I, our world, needs compassion. And how the compassion is robbed each time I go into thinking, speaking, feeling about the defects of others, even my own defect. When I'm stuck on something that I've been through or done, or what was done to me, and I keep thinking about it and I keep renumerating over it and over again and again, my compassion wanes. I don't feel like even helping myself. I don't feel good enough to really value myself, to uplift my own life. I don't have the feeling to do it. My compassion is waned for myself, and that's why many of us don't have the compassion to take care of our own lives. We generally leave it to someone else. It's not healthy, right? And when it comes to our environment, there are different ways that I feel we can be a little more compassionate. First and foremost, which we talk about almost each time we're on air together, what are you thinking has a lot to do with your environment. Your thoughts carry a vibration. The vibration goes through the air, the ethers, the walls, your clothes, your body, into other people. Your thoughts support an environment. When I opened up the show, I was just, let's be happy. And we can create a thought of happiness in our environment. But also those deep subconscious feelings create also a very deep environment. And those are the ones we're never quite clear about because they're so deep and we're so superficial. We focus more on the 5 senses of our life's existence, but not on the 6th sense, the existence of the soul, the sentient nature of the soul. 5 senses, I see you, I hear you, you said this, you shouldn't have said this, you're like that, shouldn't be like that, this person will never change. That environment is very obvious. But the subconscious environment of your 6th sense, the one that knows your truth, your true feelings, your 6th sense environment is the place where you and God can have a very intimate relationship with. And if you can have an intimate relationship with Baba, the Supreme Being, then your interior, deepest interior environment is divine. Hold it just for a minute. Did you hear what I said? The deepest part of your subconscious, your conscience, your sanskar, that deep part of your personality where your truth lies, that's the part that you engage intimately with God, the Supreme Being, the Supreme Soul, the Father and the Mother of all souls. The father and the mother to Jesus, the father and the mother to Muhammad, the father and the mother to Buddha, the father and the mother to Abraham, the father and the mother to Guru Nanak, the father and the mother to you, Mother Teresa, presidents in countries, people who are starving, people who are now being taken advantage of or trafficked or abused. Same Supreme Father. Subconscious, in the subconscious, there's an environment. You can call it your aura. And that subconscious realm, that area of your interior environment, also influences the environment outside of you. It also manifests things in your life. If the deepest part of your interior environment has compassion in your deepest area of your inner being, your subconscious, your sanskars, that deep part of the soul, if there's compassion there, you would make choices that are sustainable to the environment. It would be a no-brainer for you to think about supporting the well-being of our physical environment, because your compassion says, I want to leave behind a planet and an earth that my children can flourish in. And it's because I have interior compassion for my interior environment. And so I will naturally be responsible for taking care of my exterior environment, because it has an impact on my sustainability. If I leave a house locked and nobody's living there, and nobody cares for it, the grass grows, the mold grows, the house starts to break down naturally because nobody's caring for it. Now, another equation. If I'm living in a house and I'm taking all the resources, air, heat, I don't sweep, I don't clean, I don't cut the grass, I cook, I don't wash up, the house is greasy. That's also a wear and tear of an environment, isn't it? But if I live in a house and I cook and I clean and I sweep and I paint and I fix whatever's broken and I mow the lawn and I cut the trees and I make sure everything is fresh, will not the environment give back to me what I've given to it? It would. Because that interior compassion, that compassion in my inner environment automatically gives me the natural behavior to take care of what has been anointed to me, what has been given. I work hard, and some of us play hard, but we also need to be compassionate about these external things that we have also created in our lives. Physical relationships. You don't give them the attention or the time, watch how they decline. Now, I know there's some relationships that you give time and energy to and they still decline. That is what we call, that's just fixed in destiny. But there are those relationships that from your interior environment, you're compassionate enough to take care of them and you can see how they're flourishing. They are nurtured. It's very obvious. So even when we take care of our environment, I wanted to focus today's sharing on the interior environment of the soul. And that's where taking care of our physical environment begins, something we don't really hear with the COP or the climate change initiatives that are happening around the world. Nobody talks about the interior environment. And I don't know this as a fact, so please don't judge me on it, but I'm suspecting majority of the people who attend or put on these environmental programs, maybe they're I don't know. I'm just saying, I'm assuming I shouldn't do it, but I wonder, do they drink massively, smoke massively? Are they taking drugs? Are they consumers of a lot of meat? Do they get angry a lot? Things like that are also a decay of the environment. And because we don't have a strong enough voice when it comes on to global issues or the global climate, there isn't a strong enough voice to talk about our interior climate. You can see it's still going. Natural calamities are increasing. Shortage of food is increasing for souls in developing countries. Droughts are manifesting everywhere you turn. Even in California, if we don't get enough water there, they have to be very mindful of how much water they're using in the United States of America. We had a natural calamity in Florida, North Carolina, Georgia, and another one came again. It's just, you don't even have, the environment is purging. And we say these things very nonchalant, like easily, oh yeah, But if it happens to you, you're like, oh my God, do you know what happened to me? But I deeply feel, I really do. And I'm saying this even for myself. If I take care of my interior climate, my conscience, my subconscious, my sanskars, and that is having a very intimate link to Baba, to God's light and love and wisdom and joy and peace. As a child of God, as a human being, as a soul having an intimate experience or a human experience, I will automatically make decisions to take care of our environment. Automatic. I won't throw paper. I won't smoke and flick it out. I won't consume cattle and grow them fat to kill them or slaughter them to eat a steak dinner. I won't fatten up the pigs so I can get bacon, pork chops. I won't do it. There are some people in the United States, they're saying people are eating cats and dogs. It's not true. They even have a song and a meme from it. They're eating the cats, something like that. And I'm like, nobody's doing that. But if they do, they must be hungry. And you sit there with a steak dinner or a burger or chicken. What's the difference? If in my depth of my conscience I'm taking care of my interior environment, I will consciously and naturally take care of my world, my planet. But it happens when you've gained enough understanding and wisdom too. In this birth, in this incarnation, I'm half Jamaican, half Indian. As a Jamaican, We love Jamaican jerk pork, jerk chicken, jerk oxtail, stew peas and rice, fish and bami. The list was endless that I used to eat. And I don't feel guilty that I did. Curry goat. Oh, that curry mutton was amazing. I don't feel guilty. I didn't know better. But I did remember as a little girl, my uncle used to cut the throat of the goat. I used to feel, Uncle, that's not nice. But when I was sat at the dinner table to eat that little goat, oh, I tell you, felt weird. But you won't make these conscious decisions to take care of your environment until you yourself have been consciously taking care of your interior environment. Are you with me on this? It's habitual. Our planet, our earth needs us. And if we can just create this intimate connection between the soul and Baba, God's light, God's love in my system, my inner environment will take care of my external environment. Let's take a moment to reflect. Close your eyes. Breathe in deeply. Breathe out. And I just want you to go inside, deep into your subconscious, where your conscience is. And if there's anything sitting there that gives you sorrow or regret or even repentance or shame, don't worry, just look at it, embrace it. And take a breath in and out. And look at it again. And say sorry and then clean it up. Look at it for what it is. Whatever you did, however you did it, whether you thought you knew better or not but became weak, just clean it up. Sorry for what I said. Sorry for what I did. It's time to clean it up. And when you go to Baba, and you allow Baba's light in to your deepest, most intimate space, where the regret or the disappointment or the shame is, you can feel God's love just cleaning it up. As if whatever you've been through was supposed to take place. But stop carrying it with you. Clean it up. Allow God's love deep within you to clean your past, to let it go now, to rebuild anew. And evolve into a better version of your existence. Your interior environment must remain clean. You could say, is your heart clean? Is your heart pure? Your interior environment must remain pure and clean. And if there's anything in you that you're regretting or feeling disheartened about, bring Baba's light there like a laser beam into your deepest part of your subconscious. And let Baba's love clean it up. Clean it up. Erase it. Let love in. And around you and supporting your environment will be this pure, clean, fresh fragrance of light and peace, purity, cleanliness, ease, freedom. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Breathe in again. And exhale. It's a different spin, isn't it, about the environment? Let's take a look at awakened intelligence and see what would a compassionate environment be like. A compassionate environment is one in which people are supported with empathy, understanding, and kindness, allowing them to feel safe, respected, and valued. This type of environment prioritizes emotional and psychological well-being by encouraging open communication, active listening, and mutual support. It involves being attentive to others' needs, showing patience, and responding with care rather than judgment. Compassionate environments foster a sense of belonging and community, making individuals feel secure enough to express themselves freely and take risks without fear of harsh criticism or rejection. Isn't that powerful? In such spaces, mistakes are seen as learning opportunities, and there's a shared commitment to helping each other grow. Compassionate environments are found in workplaces, homes, schools, and community settings, where people actively work to support one another's overall wellness and development. Wow. Santosh, was that a good one or what? Wow. Let's go to our beloved Sister Gita and get a little bit more compassion.
If there's not love and mutual respect in relationship, they take you down. And in order to come up, make that relationship with divine, the supreme, so that your relationships can improve. The experience of God's love restores faith in God. It's entitled Love is Forever. So, the experience of God's love restores faith in God. However, for this faith to be powerful, it needs to be based not just on feelings and experience, but also on a clear understanding of the true nature of the self, God, and life. This makes the soul worthy and powerful. God gives us such deep, powerful love that this love becomes eternal. It is never destroyed. It can never be reduced. Our love should remain eternal based on this understanding. Om Shanti.
Well, having God's love and God's energy around us will definitely make the environment very compassionate and very thoughtful. Today's Avyak signal, if you're joining us for the first time, the Avyak signals are deep spiritual efforts that you must make now, deep in here, and they're in here. And they are really the most elevated ideas from God to just help us to become better individuals. Today's Avyak signal: let the costume of your body not cling to any sanskars. Let there not be any attachment to algae. That's body consciousness. Body consciousness makes you cling to the body, and it stimulates thoughts that are related to only the bodily existence, but not the soul awareness existence. When you become detached from all of your old sanskars, anger, lust, greed, attachment, and ego, your personality will become very unique, spiritual, sublime, subtle, beautiful, peaceful. Therefore, remain easy in everything. When you yourself remain easy in everything, all tasks will become easy, and even making effort on your transformation will be easy. It won't be difficult. All right, good day, everyone. So, how was it today? I know I took a different spin on the environment and being compassionate about the environment. And as Jenna is saying, Om Shanti Sister Jenna. Sister Jenty was here last September. She also mentioned that we want to see change outside, but what we need is a change inside. And she says, I love what you said, to take care of our inner environment. Thank you, Jen. Hi, Jyoti. Hi, Shobha, Ranju, Gigi, Lilawati, Deepika, Kushali, Sonia C. Hi. Joanne, Chris Star, how's my buddy from back in the day? Hi, Ascension. Would you speak on seeing through the illusion to find a solution? Sure, I'd be happy to cover that. Hi, Rashmi, Indu, Anil, Kambili. I am to build that type of compassionate environment at home in a business where I employ people. Oh yeah, Kambil, we definitely need that in the workplace. And so Kinari, Travelqua, and Asmita, everyone, thank you, Dinesh, Lily, nice to have you on. Best wings I ever had. Yes, yes, the wings of compassion and love. So, did you appreciate today's or this week's topic, focusing a lot on compassion and how compassion is so important for our world at this time? I might have mentioned to you this week where I made 2 boo-boos with 2 emails, and I was getting quite annoyed with myself. And I just sat and I said to Baba, these are the times I really use you. And as I kept pushing through with this energy, like, I'm not going to manifest this. No. You know, the message came back, the email came back, la 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 la. It wasn't like that. It didn't happen in that way. And so I'm just saying, apply these suggestions that are offered to you on the next normal, and just see if they make a difference for you. And when they do make a difference, all of this that seems like theory and nice talking, they're true. They're an experience for you. There's no convincing you differently. You felt it. And perhaps that's what we do here. Because we felt these truths, we're sharing them. But you have your own truth. And this conversation is complementing your truth. Feel your truth and live your truth in such a way you won't let anything from the outside deceive you. It's so important. Our environment needs it, our planet needs it, our animals need it, we need it. We need more positivity in our own lives to help one another. hold each other, to comfort each other, to sometimes make sacrifices, even if I don't want to. Compassion will always kind of take that extra step, but it won't allow it to be drowned. It won't go and save the victim in the ocean, drowning, the swimmer drowning, and then you drown and the person is rescued. That's not compassion. Compassion is, I will do as much as required, but if I start to lose myself, then pull back a little. That's also an act of compassion, because still that other person has to rise up too on their own. So lots of good wishes and pure feelings for you and your family. Take some time to reflect throughout the day on these thoughts and ideas. Keep God in your sanskars. Keep Baba in your sanskars throughout the day. Clean up your past. I'll be doing it today for me. Clean it up. Whatever you feel you're kind of disappointed about. You want to increase your love? Practice loving everyone the same. Om Shanti, take care.